Hello and welcome back to the Owlygarchy. How was your day, dear friends? Was it fine? Did you have a rough day? Yeah, me too. Are you ready to unwind though? Because I am. I hear very somber music, haven't played for about 2 days or so. If I remember correctly, I had to go to bed, right? I received my own band, I'm a commander now. I won't manage to do anything else before the night watch. I should go and lie down soon and get some rest. That's gonna happen to me in real life soon as well. But right now, I could go for a beer. In game, I mean. Or I could eat some hard-boiled eggs. Okay. Let's eat this. 94. 97. Okay. We don't have a place to dry any food, I see. Okay. Then let's go to bed. I remember... Oh, no. If I remember correctly, I wanted to read. I wanted to read a few books, right? Yeah, okay. We've got 2 skill books and 3 lore books, right? Okay, let's do this. The Last Will of Charles IV. Tangermunde, 13th October 1377. We, Charles, by the grace of God, Emperor of Rome, forever expander of the Empire and King of Bohemia, confess publicly that on account of the health difficulties we are experiencing, we feel the need, with God's help, to establish in the name of peace such an arrangement that our trust shall be proportionately divided among all heirs. I like it that Charles is speaking at plural and at third person plural about himself. Hey, WSO, welcome. Okay. What are you playing? Kingdom Come Deliverance. With deliberation and knowledge of the arrangements, as well as after hearing the voices of counsel, we hereby make our last will and testament to be followed and observed. Firstly, the most noble Prince Venceslas, King of the Romans, forever the propagator of the Empire and King of Bohemia, shall receive all the estates which fall under the Bohemian crown, including the territories in Poland and Silesia, Ratislav, Hlohov, Frankenstein in Schlesien, Stenava and Hori, as well as Budisisko, and all other principalities, lands, landsmen, and their subjects belonging thereto. In memory of our father, the most illustrious King John, he shall administer all the other territories and establish estates which the latter annexed to our kingdom, as well as the land of Zvidnice to Yavor, the inheritance of his mother. Hold on a second, I need to cough. That feels so much better. Furthermore, the most noble Sigismund, Margrave of Brandenburg, Archduke and Elector of the Holy Roman Empire, our dear son, shall receive the Brandenburg Mark, the territory old and new, including the lands which fall under the administration of the Roman crown, that is to say, the estates, fortresses, and fields lying on the Oder, as far as the town of Oderburg, with all the breaches of the Oder, and within the inseparable right for life to rule over all the landsmen and their estates in that territory. So, King Charles was a good king. He made his will. He said what both of his sons should receive. Furthermore, the most noble John, Duke of Jorelek, our son. Oh, he had a third son. Yeah, I'm reading in siege mode. Well, what to do? I mean, it's not like it's a constant siege. Duchy of Zrolek, with the town of Zrolek, whose territory shall be extended forever to the lands of Lusatia and Budisen. You never know, knowledge is always powerful. It's more powerful than weapons. You never know when you might need it. Lands of Lusatia and Budisen, and the towns of on towards Poland to Margrave of Brandenburg. Together with this, he and his successors will be entitled to the Brandenburg inheritance between the Oder and Wurs rivers, with the right to incorporate these under the Duchy of Zrolek. Is this John the Margrave Jobst? Not sure. So he was Charles' son as well? I thought he was his nephew or something. Hold on a second. We need knowledge. We crave knowledge. Codex. Characters. Jobst of Moravia. Jobst was the Margrave of Moravia from 1375 and of Brandenburg from 1388. He even reigned as Holy Roman Emperor for 15 weeks. Oh, after the end of this game. Hey, Doc. Yesterday I didn't stream. I had a lot of work to do. And today as well, so I'm only gonna be streaming about 2 hours right now. He was the son of John Henry of Luxembourg and nephew. Oh, so Emperor Charles had Wenceslas IV, his first son, then Sigismund, and his third son was John Henry of Luxembourg. So Jobst of Moravia was his son. So Charles was his grandfather, I think. So he was nephew of Emperor Charles IV. He secured his position in Europe through military and political intrigues against family members, especially Wenceslas IV. Against Wenceslas, so he's not our friend; he's our enemy. Well, I'm not using Discord anymore, nor Twitch. I think those, I don't know, I feel like Twitch is a cesspool, and Discord, probably I'll start using it again, I don't know. So far, only people just want things from me, like, they want me to join large groups of streamers, but they just want to sell you stuff, and I'm not interested in that, I'm just interested in gaming. Anyway. Initially, he supported Sigismund of Luxembourg in his quest for the Bohemian crown, and this granted him and other nobles many privileges and ensured future influence should King Wenceslas IV be deposed. In 1402, however, the situation changed, perhaps due to the imprisonment of his brother Prokop, and Jobst eventually stood against Sigismund and played a leading role in King Wenceslas' liberation. Oh, so he's actually gonna help us liberate Wenceslas. Jobst even ran for the position of Holy Roman Emperor against Sigismund towards the end of his life, and won. He did not enjoy the title for long, however, as he died shortly thereafter. I see. Despite being very able both politically and economically, and having significant support from the nobility, by the time of the events of our game he was deep in debt. I see. Very interesting. Jan Sokol of Lamberg was a military leader, provincial governor, son of Yaroslav of Nietzsche, the friend of Radzik Kobela. He actively participated in the internal disputes of the Luxembourg dynasty, siding with Wenceslas IV. For his loyalty, the king rewarded him with the village of Horky and the castles of Skalic near Koslek in Bohemia. In 1404, Jan fought against Sigismund of Luxembourg at Znojmo. As a member of the Wenceslas retinue, he met Jan Žižka in 1409 and went into battle against the Rosenbergs with him. He fought in the Battle of Grunwald, where he sided with the Polish-Lithuanian coalition. After the battle, he was likely poisoned at a feast at the court of Polish King Vladislav Jagiello. Oh man. Catherine, don't tell me she's actually a real character, historical. The brave and determined helper of Jan Žižka of Trožnov is most likely just a fictional character, I see. Although women bearing this name played an important role in Žižka's life. Oh, multiple women, I see. The first Catherine was probably his mother, although this is not certain, as other sources name her Joanna. We know more about the second Catherine. In the Provincial Land Registry book, we learn that Jan Žižka married her, I see, and acquired a farm in Čerežov as a dowry. They even had a daughter, although her name is unknown. After Catherine's death, Žižka married yet another Catherine. Okay, the Catherines in his life. Again, we do not know anything about her except that Žižka inherited her property after her death. Another... Man, he was a widower. Okay, in view... So Jan Žižka is the Black Widow male character equivalent. Anyway, in view of the importance of this name in the life of this great figure of Czech history, we decided to interpret the character of Catherine in our own way. I see. Rosa, let's see if there's an entry about Rosa. Rosa Ruthard. Rosa Ruthard is not a documented historical figure. She is inspired by Rosa, Rosina from a Gutenberg legend, which was adapted by Czech playwright Josef Kajetan. The story intrigued us, but ultimately we retained only her name from the tale of the daughter of a wealthy nobleman from the Ruthard family. The original legend goes like this. Rosa was the daughter of George Ruthard, a wealthy but very stingy townsman of Gutenberg. She was beautiful and intelligent, so she had no shortage of suitors. However, her father feared this, as the last thing he wanted was to diminish his treasure with his daughter's dowry. He secured his wealth in a very cruel manner. He had his daughter bricked up in the same cellar where he kept his riches. Oh my goodness. Her ghost later haunted the house and its surroundings. People in the street would hear crying at night. The spirit often appeared to the house's residents and predicted terrible misfortune. This eventually came true in 1648. The house collapsed, burying everyone inside. Then, a strange soldier from Poland came, carrying 2 swords on his back, one made of steel for humans, human monsters, one made of silver, made for otherworldly monsters, like ghosts. He exorcised Rosa from this house and cleansed her soul, so she may go to heaven. That's Witcher 4, or Witcher 5. Okay, Wenceslas IV. So he lived from 1361 to 1419. What's that, 39 plus 19? Okay, he didn't leave a very long time. Okay. Wenceslas IV, son of Charles IV and brother of Sigismund of Luxembourg, inherited the throne in Bohemia and the Holy Roman Empire. But he was not nearly as successful a politician as his father. He was criticized during his lifetime for his rule and behavior. Although he had prepared for ruling since childhood, he suffered from many illnesses and later preferred to spend his time entertaining himself rather than fulfilling his duties. This led to many conflicts and wars, mainly with his relatives. He fought the so-called Margravate Wars with his cousin, Jobst and Prokop of Luxembourg. Okay, so they were cousins. So they were not stepbrothers, he was not his uncle. Okay, over estates in Moravia and fought battles for the throne with his brother Sigismund. His legitimacy as king was repeatedly questioned by the nobility. Due to his unwillingness to honor his commitments, he was even captured, first by the Czech nobility and then by his brother Sigismund. Wenceslas initially supported Jan Hus's reform proposals, but later sided with the Pope. In effect, he allowed the largest popular uprising in Europe to break out, the Hussite Wars. which he did not live to see as he died in 1419. After his death, Sigismund took the crown. Lords of Kunstad, Dry Devil. Okay. By the end of the game, I'll have to read everything. Let me see, at least finish the general page. Ecumenical councils were a gathering of church representatives who negotiated and discussed matters of faith and addressed church governance. For example, the Great Council of Constance lasted 4 years and addressed issues of Reformation and Papal Schism. Hospitals and almhouses. Since ancient times, people have been educated in medicine and have tried to help others in the fight against illness and pain. The oldest texts of medical practices have been preserved in monasteries, which were the first centers of medieval medicine. Medicine was primarily practiced by Benedictines. You know, the guys with bald heads. They're the Benedictines, right? I might confuse them with... those are Franciscans, not Benedictines, I see. Unlike city doctors, they did not charge money for their care. In the 11th century, hospitals experienced significant development, mainly thanks to knightly orders dedicated to charity and the construction of hospitals or shelters for travelers. Care for the sick was entrusted exclusively to men. Women and nuns were forbidden to assist in hospitals by the church council. Treatment of wounds was most often carried out by disinfecting with hot iron. Oh my goodness! Water or applying various ointments or balms to the wound. Bandaging was done with cloth or linen. Herbs were applied to open wounds and inflammations. Soldiers often had to be able to help themselves because field hospitals could not move quickly enough with a military camp. The wounded often did not survive the several-day journey in an open cart. Makes sense. Latin. It organized around Rome approximately in the 7th century before Christ, and subsequently became the official language of the Roman Empire, from where it spread to surrounding areas during Roman expansions. Over time, its colloquial... Need to drink some water. Over time, its colloquial version, known as Vulgar Latin, evolved into modern Romance languages. French, Italian, Spanish, etc., and so on. And it also strongly influenced English, like octopus. After the fall of the Roman Empire, Latin continued to be used as the universal language of scholars, the church, and diplomacy. Anyone who considered themselves educated had to understand and speak it. Learned books were written in Latin. It was spoken at universities and church councils, and it was the official language of documents. Without exaggeration, it was the only language that could be used for communication from Britain to the Byzantine Empire. So meaning from the very west to the further east. I mean, the known universe, the known world. Because the Americas were not discovered yet by Europeans. And they knew about further east all the way to India and China, but only trade routes, but they didn't know very much. I mean, they received spices and the silk, but they didn't know how silk was made. They didn't know about the silkworms. As the intentional language, Latin persisted until the 15th century. With the advent of the Renaissance, it was then replaced by national languages. Liturgy. Religious services in the Middle Ages were held quietly and in Latin. A Middle Age Mass differed from today's in its language, approach, and relationship within the priest and the congregation. People stood or moved around while the priest conducted the liturgy alone, without acolytes or sermons, and without communion. He stood with his back to the congregation, facing the main altar at a distance from the faithful. So probably nobody heard him. Or maybe that's why the churches had great acoustics, I don't know. The sermon was held quite apart from the Mass, in keeping with the special rite and in between services of worship. Holy Communion, the Eucharist, was available to the common folk only at Christmas and Easter. The inaccessibility of the sacred ritual, along with disgust at the state of the Church, later led to the revolutionary Hussite reform movement, which opened up both the Mass and the Eucharist rites to the wider populace. Oh, so the priest was staying far away from the people, and he was speaking in Latin, a language that the common man didn't understand. I see. Makes sense that that this led to a revolution. I see. Metallurgy is the process of working metal or its alloys, known and refined over millennia, dating back to the earliest civilizations. Metals can be processed by various methods, such as casting, forging, cold forming, rolling, extrusion, sintering, metalworking, shearing, and shaping. In the 14th century, mining and metals processing were organized throughout guilds that regulated production quality and ensured compliance with labor standards. Guilds played a crucial role in protecting the rights and interests of their members. Okay, there's a lot more to read. Let's read just the Thunderstone. Numerous folk tales mention the Thunderstone, an object that supposedly falls to the ground along with lightning during a storm. Sometimes it falls immediately, other times it appears only after 7 days, months, or even years. Its size is said to depend on the strength of the lightning, the depth it's burrowed into upon impact, and the manner in which it later surfaced. This led to various popular beliefs about it, which, however, had little basis in reality. In fact, Thunderstone referred to various prehistoric stone tools or different types of stone, notable for their unusual color, shape, or unique location in the landscape. The Thunderstone was reputedly believed to bring abundant crops and to protect fields from lightning, hail, and pests. One custom stemming from pagan tradition was, for example, placing a thunderstone into seeds at sowing time. The stone, however, had not only a magical but also a practical function. It was used to mark territorial boundaries and served as a safeguard for clearly defined territory. Sometimes it could even be part of tools or weapons. I see. Doc says, people, it's boring the reading, Owly, but for me, really, I love to sometimes actually not. It's really important, my broken skill. Okay. Okay, just a few more books. This do. On Saint Procopius and the foundation of the monastery. Abbot Procopius, a good Czech of outstanding learning, was first an earthly priest who led an honorable life in full devotion to God. Later, when much blood had been spilled in the kingdom of Bohemia, he went into reclusion far away from people, to be disturbed by no man and far from all that is earthly and impure, and to find isolation and peace so that he could pray to God. With great passion in his heart, he denied his wife and his home, his worldly property, his relatives and friends, and lo, even his own self did he deny, subjecting himself to God's will alone. I don't think it's right what he did. I mean, he should have just gone fishing for a weekend and then get back to his wife and his job and everything else. Fleeing from the tempest of human society and full love for Christ, he left for the wilderness, and there he settled under the arches of an abandoned cave, whither armed with but the armor of his faith and the swords of the heavens did he drive forth the demons that had lived at that place. For many years did he swell in the cave, his virtues shielding him from all temptation and impropriety. Praying, fasting, and keeping vigil bound him fast to the firm rock that is Christ. Through the mercy of the heavens did tales of the most holy Procopius' virtues spread, so that people from all corners of the earth began to seek him out. This clean, pure, and prudent man did listen to their pleas and confessions, and thus their hearts were turned to faith and their thoughts corrected. From the many gifts that were brought to him, He then built a monastery over at his cave, and for the greater glory of the Virgin Mary and Saint John the Baptist, he called forth a gathering of several most pious brothers in Christ. Alongside his brethren, he pursued a pious life of strict morals, and using the rule of the good Father Benedict as a model, for them he did establish monastic rules for worshipping God. Later, when Procopius had died and his soul had entered into heaven, a saint and his body in his cave did lie. The monastery received his name, and thereafter it had borne the title of Benedictine Monastery of Saint Procopius. Okay, that wasn't very interesting, for me at least. Maybe for others. Psalmi penitentiales. Okay, this is in Latin. I'm not gonna read this because I don't want to bore you, but okay, it's interesting. Maybe there's a translation. In festus series Becantis mes quid milky. If you want, I can read this, but I think it's gonna be boring for most people. Okay, it's fully in Latin. Very interesting. Secula secularum. Okay, it's quiet as a cat. This will improve my stealth, and this will improve my swordsmanship. Let's read these two. Oh, that's why I had the other outfit. Okay, just hold on a second. As quiet as a cat. Sneaking alone is actually useless, unless you can also jump out of cover and attack unsuspecting prey silently. And it doesn't matter if your target is a castle guard, a mouse in a barn, or a dropped shoe. Okay. Ah, you can't delay, no time to lose. Oh, I didn't know. Okay, no time to read. But we have time to sleep. Let's go to sleep. Later at night.
Time for watch, you lazy sack of shit.
Oh.
What the hell is this? Were you drinking while you were on watch?
What else would I do? Just stare into the dark all night? Without Markvart, the Praggers are lost. But you'll keep watch for me now, right? So get going!
I hope you're not getting into my bed. Oh, man. He's sleeping in my bed with his stinky poopy armor. I hope you washed your hands, at least. Because I know you didn't wash your butt crack. Okay. 45 nourishment. Man, we're hungry. Okay, let's eat the fish, the disgusting fish. Sauerkraut. No. Let's eat sausage. Okay. Sausage was pretty filling. Maybe we can go to... Oh. Drink for a quick... What the heck is going on outside?
I can't shoot through you! Für den Anfang!
Are we under attack? What the heck is happening? What the heck is happening in here?
Hey, Scheiße!
What the heck is happening in here? Why are they attacking that guy? I'm gonna put my sword away. Something strange is going on. Check on the guard. Okay, I have night watch duty on the very first night of the siege. I got in as much sleep as I could from the post on the eastern wall. Okay, R's first, but shouldn't we eat something? Where is the... Everything's locked in here. Food. I can't eat... I'm in combat. What do you mean I'm in combat? I don't know, I feel like something's strange about the game. Something's not right.
You check things, Henry?
How are things? Is everything alright?
Quite like grave.
Let's hope it's not the quiet before the storm.
Anything fuck up, I sound alarm.
Very good, friend. Very good. Okay. Check on the guard at the main gate. Okay, now this is a good opportunity to eat some food. But I don't know why there was an enemy inside our territory. Inside our chambers. Ah, we can eat the good food. $83. A bit more. 95. Oh, we're good. Let me see what happened with that guy. I think he died, but I don't know why the game spawned him inside the castle. And now the doors are locked. Okay. This is a Prager, and okay, and this is considered a... Well, I don't know. Anyway, that seems strange. That is the Gutenberg shield. This is the Suchdol Peterov Sukodolensky shield. And I don't know what that one, the line, represents. Who does it belong to? It's an alliance of some sort. Okay. What? Yeah, but what are you doing? Oh, he's guarding the silver, right?
Good doggy.
Oh, this is a private area. The silver is safe. At least some of it. The rest I stole.
It's just you.
Everything all right here? There's another dead guy. What the heck is going on in here? They sneak in. Dude,
Wake up!
what the heck are you doing? Dude, wake up.
Wake up!
Should I punch him?
Wake up!
This guy's...
Wake up!
I can't do anything. Wake up the guard by the gate. The guard at the gate is sleeping so deeply, I think the only way to wake him is to slap in the face.
What? What's going on?
What's going on? You're sleeping on watch.
Kluivert! Shit! Christ, don't tell anyone. I won't fuck up again. I'll stay awake.
Okay. The guards by the western gate and... Okay. Oh my goodness, they're fighting there. I need to go there right now. Immediately. It looks like they're strangling him.
Did you put perfume on?
Oh, nice ring. And they brought food inside. Dude, they're fighting. Don't you care?
My lord. What are you doing here? Everything's perfectly all right.
Why are you calling me your lord? Don't you know who I am?
Of course. I'm sorry, friend.
Friend? What's my name?
Fuck.
To arms! To arms! We're under attack! Ladders against the wall! Knock them down!
Die. They brought guns.
You won't get me.
He's not an enemy, right?
Fucker! I'm gonna stick you like the pig you are! Watch out! I can't aim!
Oh, that wasn't an enemy. Was
Now
oh,
I'll shoot you dead!
this guy's an enemy.
Pray, you bastard! Let him get him! I chop your balls off! Dead! True blood, yeah! Hey, I need a hand here. Now I'll shoot you dead. Yeah. Don't spare him! You hit the bucket, you shit! Next! Nice strike! Oh, you wretch! Now it's your turn, you shit! Now I'll shoot you there!
Another guy.
Nice strike! I'll shoot you! Yeah, fucked up! Let's see what you can do. I'll hack you! No chance! Got you! I'll fuck you up! Good hit! You cannot be, young! Come! Now I'll give you left hand, eh? Fuck you! I'm gonna shoot you! Extra asshole!
You don't have a chance! Now I'll have you!
How many more are coming?
Watch out! I can't do anything, asshole! I'm gonna shoot you! Chop you up, you shit! Fucked in hell! Good hit, you swine! That won't work on me! I'll shoot you dead! Flang him! Soplia Kirpati! Nice hit!
More of them!
Praying! I'm gonna shoot you! Nice strike! I'll shoot you next asshole! You haven't the chance! No fucking leading! They're good!
Assemble the others and listen to orders. Oh my goodness. How many were there? There were quite a lot. But we fended off pretty good. Okay. We didn't take any damage, that's good. Okay. We need to give them orders, right? Assemble with the others and listen. Oh, listen. The assault was fended off and Zizka had called the men to assemble in the outer bailey. I should go there. Okay, did we level up our pole arms? Not yet, man. Haven't mastered any weapons yet. Where's Jan Zizka? Oh, now he's coming. You're a bit late, aren't you? Oh no, this is Mikesh. Where's Jan Zizka? Oh, even Hans is here. So they send assassins. Yannikov Skalitz. Bastards. So they sent assassins. They climbed over the walls. I see someone. And they took the armors of our soldiers, Snack and Wolfram. What the heck was that sound? Samuel. Samuel, where's your armor?
This could come.
Listen up! I want to double up patrols on the palisade. There'll be a guard posted at the tower and the gate at all times. No one may leave their post until someone comes to replace them. Keep your eyes locked on what's outside the castle. If you need to shit, you better let it drop from the walls. The Pragas know it'll take more than brute force to get the better of us. Now they will try deception. Today they nearly took the castle from us without a fight. That can't happen again. Now get to work.
Okay, report to Zizka. Man, I didn't believe they would do this, but I think everything's fair in the war. I should discuss the Prager's nighttime attack with Zizka and think of a way to prevent something similar happening in the future. Because we lost a bunch of soldiers.
How the hell did they manage to get inside without anyone noticing? Were you there?
They were in disguise. The devils neglected his watch.
I took over the Dry Devil's watch post. He was wasted, and he woke me up early. I think he spent his whole watch drinking.
Damn. I won't let it go this time. His nature has often been useful to us, but now we can't do without proper discipline. Thanks, Henry. I'll talk to him. What else can you tell me about the attack?
They were in disguise.
They killed one of P-Sec's men and put on his colours.
I didn't expect something so deceptive from the Pragas. Although, after the devil shot at them, we can't expect them to be honorable.
What'll we do now?
We must bolster our patrols. We can't afford a cock-up like this again. On the other hand, we mustn't overdo it. Your men saved our asses, mainly because they were the ones who were arrested. Good work, Henry. We'll take it from here.
Uh-oh. Siege of Suchtal. Day 11. So that was the first day. Now it's day 11. After 10 days. They're taking down the palisades, man. They're making their own palisades. Or what are they doing with the... They're burying the dead. Man, they're so dirty and bloody. Oh, they're bringing ballistae.
It seems they are very keen on having this silver. I wasn't expecting them to move so fast. We need to do something about this.
We should send guerrilla teams to attack.
I'm sure they'd love to get the silver. Just let them try.
Gentlemen, tough words will not win us the battle. We have no response yet from Jobst. Our supplies are running thin, our ammunition is running out, and the moat will be filled in any day now. I propose reopening negotiations with them.
Fuck negotiating.
Yes, it will get us nowhere.
But we can't just sit here. They're advancing too quickly. We have to slow them down somehow.
And slow them down we shall. They think they've driven us into a corner, so we'll have to convince them of the opposite.
They're
We'll
in the
attack
corner.
them.
Yes.
What? But that would be suicide.
I agree. What exactly are we going to attack?
They've made themselves nice and comfy in the village below the fortress. And they're building their bloody barricades, ladders, and God knows what else. All of it has to burn.
You're mad.
So how will we do it?
During the
I've chosen
night.
a group of riders from among Peter's men who know the village well. They'll ride in and set the camp ablaze.
How will they get in? The village is full of enemies.
I know. That's why there'll be another group to create a distraction. We'll send another company down below the northern wall to make a mess in their trenches. That will get the Pragas riled up, and in the meantime, we'll burn down their camp.
That leaves us with one detail to work out.
Who's gonna do
Who
this?
will go down below the walls? It's a suicide mission.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Would you look at that? Take him as an example. And not you, Henry. I need you at the castle. Don't worry, Hinak will lead the charge. He's already preparing. I reckon he owes us a bit of sacrifice.
The mills of God, eh?
And who will go with him?
Henry, Capon, you're both decent marksmen. Probably the best we have, so I want both of you on the ramparts.
Okay,
Each
okay.
of you will choose 3 of your men who'll leave the fortress with the devil.
You want me and Henry to choose men to send to their certain death?
You're a commander, so act like one. We must slow them down at all costs.
In that case, please excuse me. I'll have to get ready.
We're done here anyway. To the task, gentlemen!
To the task.
This won't end well.
Ooh.
Henry, come here.
Hello, Eskimo, welcome to the stream.
Something else I want to discuss with you. We're still holding a prisoner from our last clash. Dry Devil will interrogate him. We need to find out where to focus our attack in the village.
What do you mean?
Where they store ammunition, where they keep food, whether or not they're building siege engines. The more we know, the more damage we can cause them. Get that information out of him at all costs.
I torture him.
Am I supposed to torture the prisoner?
I don't care what you do with him. I just want answers.
I'm on it.
May God be with you.
Interrogate the prisoner with the devil. Well, we could, if we keep our blood on our face, we have less charisma, but we have more intimidation. Interrogate the prisoner with the devil. Talk to your men in the courtyard, talk to your men at the gate, talk to your men in the courtyard. Okay. Suchdal is besieged by the Prague army. If we want to survive, we must prevent the enemy from advancing. Zizka tasked me with picking some men from my company to go with the devil and raid the Praguers' trenches. I should choose carefully. Everyone might not make it back. A Prague scout has been caught in the fortress, and Hinek, the Dry Devil, is getting ready to interrogate him. I should help him get as much information out of the Praguer as we can. Samuel and Kubienka are probably in the courtyard. I want to send them on the raid. I'll find them there. If I want to send them, I'll find them there. Yanek and Yaroslav are on guard duty in the inner courtyard. If I want to choose one of them for the raid, I'll probably find them by the gate. Mikesh and Kozliek should be on guard duty in the courtyard. If I want to select them for the raid, I should find them there. Thing is, Samuel and Kubienka are very loyal. Yanek and Yaroslav, I don't know them. They're probably from the first game, and they're from Skalitz, from where I am. And they volunteered to join my command because they knew I would save them. Mikesh and Kozliek are basically just mercenaries. They're in this just for the money. If they would escape if they wanted, if they had the opportunity, but they might as well just betray us as well. Should I send them to death? I'm inclined to send Mikesh and Kozliek. I mean, I could have killed them in the very beginning of the game. Okay, we are hungry again. Do we have any food? All my food is gone again. Even the food from my horse. Okay, that's not very good. This keeps going on. And when I'm hungry, my charisma's down. I need some food. Where are my rations? Oh, at least I can eat straight from the pot. Oh, that was all.
Do you have any food for me?
Half the ration for each man. We must save. Here, friend.
Okay.
Do you have any more food for me?
Sorry, you got already. Who know when this shit end? We must spare the foods.
I understand. I'll do a little bit of fasting. Bread and cheese. These are very nutritious. Yeah. Even the apple's baked. Okay. Should I wash? Okay, Samuel.
I'm listening. How are you holding out, Sam?
Absolutely epis raris. I cannot stand any more of this fucking waiting. If they want to fight us, let them come, so we can sort this out once and for all. I have Mishpoche in Kuttenberg, loved ones. And who knows what is going on there now that Sigismund lost all his money and disappeared.
If I choose this, I hope it doesn't mean that I'm choosing him to go.
I'm thinking about choosing you for the raid.
No.
What an honor. But if you send Kobienka, I will go too, of course. At least he knows how to keep a cool head in battle, unlike that Hammer dry devil. Also, he's a bloody sorcerer with a knife. I am an amateur compared to him.
I'll still need to think about who I'll pick.
Oh, man. I don't know what to do.
Commander? How you doing? Not losing hope, are you?
How could I? The siege has only just begun. And today our fellas are going to rip those fuckers to shreds.
I need someone from our company to go on a raid.
Well, fuck. And I thought we were friends.
But I didn't say you'd be going.
I'm just sending your pizzle. But I only want experienced men with me. No greenhorns. If you want me to go, that is.
No, I need you here, in case anything goes wrong.
Well, I won't complain.
Man. But am I staying on the rampart and shooting? Because if I'm shooting, I can send my best man. I don't want them to die.
What's going on?
How's it going, Yaroslav?
Don't worry. Us Skalitz lads are thick-skinned, right?
These guys.
And Henry, I talked to Samuel. You never told me you two are brothers.
Well, not by blood, but aye, we are.
Your pa was a brave man. You two have that in common, I've got to admit.
I need men for a raid on the Prager's trenches.
Aye, so I've heard. You're the leader of our band. Say the word, and I'll go.
I'm still deciding on who to pick.
This guy has very good armor. That means he has high chances of surviving.
Orders?
How's it going, Yannick?
How do you think? Me and Yaroslav spent half our lives guarding that gate together. And now? Now we're guarding another fucking gate, just at a different castle.
I'm choosing men from our company to go on a raid with Dry Devil.
Ah, shit.
But I haven't decided who to pick yet.
These guys are also pretty... Oh no, that's a Suktal defender. Mikesh and... Okay, they have good armor as well. Chat, I need some help. Does it matter who I'm sending or not? Do they survive? Or not?
Good afternoon.
How are you feeling?
Shitty, to tell you the truth. I took such a blow to the helmet, everything went black for a bit. But you know what the best part is? It was one of ours who hit me! Bloody hell. Oof. I'm taking a load off now, but if you need anything, let me know. I'll manage.
Man.
I reckon Mikesh will grumble a bit, but you know him. We'll take a swig of schnapps, then get to work. You can't go to hell sober.
I'm choosing men for a raid on the trenches. I won't lie. It's not going to be easy.
All right then. So you want me to go somewhere or what?
I need to give it some more thought.
Good day, sir.
How you doing, Mikesh? You ready to fight?
As ready as the next bloke, assuming he's alive.
In a little while, we'll open up the gates and go and light a nice big fire for the Praggers, so they stay warm.
Aye, so I've heard. I just hope they're not planning the same. I reckon it'll be a bloodbath either way. So you want me to go and get ready, eh?
Yeah.
Aye. I want you to go. I need people who know what they're doing.
3 men.
Do you have any orders for me?
But this guy, he's not filling up to it. Man. Yaroslav and Yannick. They have the best armors. It doesn't matter who I pick? Okay. This guy has a mace, this guy has a sword. But this guy has the Cybertruck kind of armor. I know that's a good one. And this guy has chainmail.
I'm listening.
I need another man.
Like I said, just...
All right. In that case, get ready to attack. We'll provide cover from the walls.
I hope Lord Capon is at his best today.
Good luck. The next round's on me.
Orders?
I need another man for that raid. I want you to take part in the raid.
Well, I might as well get a bit tipsy since Dry Devil is in charge. It could be my last beer.
Oh, I reckon it'd be better if at least one of you goes in sober. Break a leg, Yannick. What are you shouting about?
Henry, help! Make him practice his black magic on someone else.
I will not be insulted. May your leg rot off for all I care.
Fine, we'll let your leg rot off. Musa knows what he's doing, trust me. Trust the royal physician. Either we do this the easy way or the hard way.
Well, I know a bit about medicine myself, and I can clearly see that Musa knows what he's doing.
It is nothing too complicated. I have some rosewater here, and I need to change the bandage.
Then what are you yelling about? I would treat you the exact same way.
He really won't do anything to my leg?
Nothing bad, that's for certain.
Well, all right then. He can look at it.
Thank you, Henry. Now show me that leg of yours.
Fine. Do it. Clean it out. This pain is killing me.
Killing you?
He's not chopping it off. Don't cry like a baby.
Real nice. Make fun of my suffering, why don't you?
Knacker, even this guy was injured. I'm not gonna wash the blood away. I might need it for interrogation. Okay, let's go and interrogate that guy. He's probably down here, isn't he?
Let's go and get this over with.
Rusty Shackles.
How are we going to do it, eh?
Can we start with the interrogation?
Hold your horses, youngster. He's one of those fuckers who crept in here before during the night. And he's pretty banged up from the skirmish. If we go too hard on him, he might kick the bucket. So we'd better stick to the most important questions. What will we start with?
Ask about Mark Vart von Burgo. Ask about the weakness. I leave it up to you. I'm not. Ask about the weaknesses in their camp.
We need to know more about how their siege camp is laid out, so our cavalry knows how to hit them where it hurts.
Aye. It'd be useful to know where they've got their ammunition and grub supplies. And if they're building any siege engines. So, we're agreed. Except, maybe for one thing. If you're going to shit yourself again like at Malashov, you'd better wait outside. Just remember, there's no time for mercy. I'll be going out there in a while. And everything we find out from him could make the operation a lot easier.
The men are going out too, I agree. I'd rather try without torture. Maybe we play good cop, bad cop?
My men are going out with you. So don't think I'm not taking this seriously.
Well, I'm glad we see eye to eye. Let's get to it then. God save you.
You play the bad cop, I'm the good cop.
My, look at that finery. You must be the richest man in this castle.
You're still in the mood for jokes. I know you lot are fucked. So don't bother trying anything funny on me.
Oh, come now. I mean, we're just chatting here. I noticed you fellas are in the habit of taking stuff that doesn't belong to you. Like that camp of yours in the village, eh? Seems like you've settled in nicely there. And no doubt you've got it all neatly set up. So don't be shy. What can you tell us about it?
Fuck all!
Looks like we'll have to persuade you somehow.
Get him, leave it to the devil. Sigismund betrayed you. Why be loyal to him? We don't want to hurt you. Cripples don't have it easy.
Who do you think your loyalty is helping? Sigismund has taken off, and the silver he paid you with? That's what you see in front of you. That proves what a treacherous bastard he is. Anyway, do you really think you'll see as much as a groschen out of this? The ones at the top will take everything for themselves. You'll be lucky if you get back home with your head on your shoulders.
That's right. And you'll improve your chances by starting to talk. Now!
Fuck. You're right. Our main camp is in the village. We have another one on the road to Raborsh, but that's just to keep control of the road, so no one can bring you supplies.
That's not enough. I need details.
What? About what?
Where are your supplies? Where's your ammunition? Do you have any siege engines?
How are your supplies holding out, and where are you storing them?
There's some in the barn, on the green, but there's no problem with supplies. Even if you took everything from us, we'd simply get what we need from the surrounding villages.
Aye. We can't slow them down much that way.
Where's your ammunition?
How are your gunpowder and ammunition supplies?
Ever since our ammunition store in the camp burned down, the situation has been dire. But there's a smithy in the village, though, and we can make new arrowheads and cannonballs.
Wouldn't it be a pity if something happened to that smithy?
How do you want to conquer our position? Do you have any siege engines?
All our trebuchets are in Prague. The lads would like to have them brought here, so they don't have to scale the walls with ladders, but that would take at least a week. So the captain ordered mantlets and ladders made. All the wood is carried into the smithy, and that's where the fellas do all the work.
That's
okay, so the smithy... You need to attack the smithy. Change the sub.
I think that'll help us. But I'm not done with you yet.
That's right, fella. But we still have one more subject to discuss.
Is Markvart commanding the troops?
Let's talk about who's giving you orders. Is it Markvart or von Berghoff?
Fuck off!
We can negotiate when we don't know who the commander is. For me, it's personal with Markvart. I have a really big pair of thongs here.
Are you enjoying this? Is there any sense in this constant killing? Can't we come to an agreement? But how can we negotiate when we don't know who to talk to in your camp? So, tell us who's in charge.
Ah, smart.
Fine. Telling you won't make things any worse. Markvart is alive, but wounded. Von Berghoff took off somewhere right after the negotiations.
So who's giving you orders?
Nobody.
We have more than one commander. One of them you know for sure. That Frenchman, Brabant. Hand in glove with Markvart and von Berghoff.
The bastard.
And acting like he grew up in Prague Castle.
Christ. Always knew that French bastard would fuck us over, but that's the limit. I hope the fellas run into him outside and chop his froggy balls off.
How badly wounded is von Owlitz?
I don't really know, but it's not good. The Sawbones practically doesn't leave his side, and he hasn't shown himself in front of his men since the negotiations.
It's pretty bad, that means. Where did von Burgov go?
Where did Otto von Burgov go?
How should I know? Back to his estate, I suppose? I swear to God, I don't know!
All right. I think we have what we need.
I'll report to Zizka myself. You go to the battlements and get ready. Get hold of the men who'll be coming with me.
Hey, what about me?
You better start praying. If I find out you've told me one word of a lie, I'll come back here and weave your guts into a nice pink chaperon.
That's a savage threat, man. Okay. No more food around here. 78. I'm not gonna eat the apple. And we're gonna go hungry today. Unless we do something about it. And I looted everything. Tell Capon and the marksman that the raid is ready. Once I'm ready for the start of the raid, I should tell Capon to give the order. Godwin, can we speak with anyone else? Okay, everybody's at the door. The 3 guys I chose. Lady, do you have some food? Is there any food around here? Nothing. Food. Empty. I took the food last time. I didn't know I was going to lose it. I need munitions. Do I need munitions? I mean, 4. Okay. First of all, let us fix whatever's broken. Gunsmith. Armorer. Fix everything. Blacksmith. Fix this and this. Okay. Suchdol Defender.
What would you like? I'll have a look at the...
We're not selling arrows, I see.
What can you do, sir? Maybe next time, then.
Well, I'm not gonna steal anything. Don't need anything. I think I have enough. I hope I have enough. 16 wounding arrows, which are the best. Piercing improved 20. Maybe I should poison them. Okay, I'm definitely gonna poison these ones. By Dollmaker poison. That's all of them. All of them. Poison everything, I don't even care. 2. Can I sort by... I can't sort by anything. I need the other one, the improved wounding ones. These one, 41. Okay, confirm. It's only 2. Okay. 3. Okay, confirm. Nice, we poisoned all the arrows. Okay, excellent. I could use the crossbow. It deals more damage, actually. But no, it deals less damage. So the bow is better, it shoots faster, deals more damage. And now that with poison arrows, yeah, we're gonna be fine.